Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz. You know how we do. Since we've started this live thing, we've been having fun. But today I want to talk to you guys. Hey, Dale Clines the second. Thank you for watching. I wanted to bring this young lady on. She's a client of mine, and she represents a company or a service that I think now in today's time anybody need. But y'all know me. I dedicate this to all my black men and my black women, because if you've ever been in a situation where you have needed an attorney but you didn't get one because you did not think you could afford one, so you just had to deal with whatever you had to deal with, or individuals who know that something happened and you had to go to court and you didn't even know that you could get an attorney because of whatever the situation was. I'm happy to be able to bring this service to you guys today. I have Miss Diane Clines, and she represents a company called Legalshield. And the crowd goes crazy. Ah! What's up, Miss Clines? How you doing?
I am great, and I thank you for allowing me to be on today with you.
Definitely. Before we get into the business side of everything, how's everything going? I know we all just went through a really bad freeze here in the DFW. How are you holding up?
I am doing well, and when I looked outside today and I see this wonderful sunshine, I said, it is still a miracle. God is still good.
Yeah, I was literally able to make it through the whole freeze until the day after the freeze. It's ironic. The day after the freeze is whenever our water pipes exploded, so we didn't have water for 2 days. But God has restored, and we are good.
Great, great. Well, I was without electricity for about 3 days, but it was always so amazing how he would turn it on for about an
Yeah.
hour, 10 minutes, and you get all your stuff all uh, charged up and you get to eat because all my home is all electric.
Oh wow.
hmm it was something, but you know what? Now we won't take it for granted when we hit the switch that the light's going to come on,
Hey,
or when the heater is going to be on, or when you
uh-huh.
go in the kitchen to cook, the stove is going to work.
Yeah.
Now we know that's grace and mercy every day.
So it was definitely a teachable moment.
It
Definitely
was.
a teachable moment.
Come on. Or when Absolutely.
All right, so I'm sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Legal Shield. I know that you've been representing this company for years. Before we go into what it is, what was the attraction that made you want to be a part of Legal Shield?
What made it was because I used to be in corporate America, and I would train all these people, and some of them would go away and be just, I don't know, they would be supervisors and managers and all of that. When I came to Legal Shield, someone told me, "Hey, we want you to succeed. We celebrate your successes, and more than that, no matter who you bring into the company with you, they will always stay a part of your team. They may be higher than you may be higher than them. It didn't matter." That
Yeah,
was so refreshing to me.
yeah,
So I knew I wanted to be a part of this. And plus, it was so, the first time I heard this, I said to myself, I'm a good person. I don't do any criminal thing. That
mm-hmm,
was the lack of knowledge, because it never dawned on me that some of the decisions that I made would have been just so much better if I would have had the advice of an attorney,
yeah,
someone to maneuver me through the process. And I probably would have done that if I wouldn't have had to worry about the cost.
yeah. So let's get into it. Big question is, a lot of people would say, they would rather, in the time of any emergency, they're so used to being able to look online or look in a green sheet or whatever to find an attorney. What is the difference between a regular attorney and a Legalshield attorney?
For one thing, a Legalshield attorney, in most situations, have already been prepaid. And in another situation, you have an attorney firm. And then when you look in the yellow pages, you're going to get a $300 to $500 an hour attorney that you would have to pay. And that attorney is also looking for billable hours, whereas Legalshield attorneys get anywhere from $400 to over $1 million on a monthly basis, regardless if you call or not. So when you call them, they're interested in getting your situation resolved because they don't have to worry about billable hours because they're going to be paid regardless.
Um, I see that you guys also y'all cover a plethora of services. Do you all handle wills?
Absolutely. We do all of the estate planning. And in the world, estate planning is anywhere from $500 to $1,500 for a will. But not only do we give you a will, which we call your last love letter to your family, we also give you a power of attorney, medical directive, and a dual power of attorney. So we give you the whole suite of estate planning. And not only do we provide it for you at no additional cost, but we also provide it for your spouse as well. So therefore, you're starting off so ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And lots of people say, well, I don't have anything to leave anybody. That's not true. You don't know if you're going to get an estate, someone going to leave you something. You don't know if you're going to get in a car accident or some kind of catastrophe and something major happened to you. Well, if you had a will and in that will you said that, your current, your previous, and your future earnings, I want to go X, Y, Z. Well, then the state is not getting involved in determining where your assets go.
Right. And I do believe that in this time of season, I think last year taught everyone a lesson that death is an unexpected situation. So it's always better to be proactive, to have that stuff set in order, because you never know with the way COVID has hit us.
Absolutely. Who would have known a year ago that 500,000 Americans
Yeah.
would not be with us?
Yeah. So I deal with a lot of people in the entertainment industry, and a lot of their performances or concerts, even here in the DFW, are not over until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And leaving from the Deep Ellum area, um, a lot of my friends have experienced being pulled over, not because they've done anything wrong, but just because. What would be one of the benefits to having Legalshield in the moment that whenever they leave wherever they are performing, they're pulled over, knowing that they haven't done anything wrong?
The good thing about it is your attorney is in the palm of your hand because you have your phone with you everywhere you go. So one of the benefits of having a Legalshield is the emergency 24/7 emergency access. And that access is if you are planned to be detained or arrested, you can push the app, push the button, and you're going to have someone from Legalshield on the line with you. And that person on the line with you is recording the whole conversation. So if you know that you're getting stopped and there doesn't seem to be any reason for you being stopped, you push the app before the attorney gets there. Before the officer gets there, and you say, I'm being stopped. I don't know why. Could you stay on the line with me? You turn your phone face down with the speaker on, and the Legalshield associate is going to hear the conversation. If it escalates, they're going to get an attorney on the phone. So it won't be he said this, she said that. The whole conversation would be recorded. If you're in a car accident and there's major injuries, You all shook up. And the first thing someone says to you, are you okay? Well, you don't know if you're okay.
True.
You know at that moment, with all the adrenaline going through you, that you appear to be okay. So after you dial 911, you probably want to call your attorney, and he's going to tell you the words to say that if you wake up tomorrow morning and your body won't cooperate, or you need to go to the emergency room, no one is playing back to you on the day of that you said that you were okay.
Right.
So it's just amazing to have access, because that's what's important, having access.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we give you, access to attorneys. We give it to you in emergency situation, and you also would tap the app if it's during normal business hours and you have a legal question that you need to get an answer to.
So being that a lot of my music friends, not a lot, but all of them deal with contracts also, does this service provide contract reviews?
Absolutely. It, I'm laughing because there was this guy, he was in commercials, and he always had to have his contract review. So he had an attorney that did his reviews. But sometimes the review for the contract was more than what he was getting paid almost.
Yeah.
So when he found out that we had this service that reviewed contracts, and he also found out that he could make some money on the side while he still did the things he loved, he actually kept his attorney, but for all of his contracts, he used Legalshield because that was a part of his service. So he went out into the industry and he told all these people about it. They bought Legalshield, and he went to one of the top positions in the company. So the deal is contracts are very much reviewed. Why pay anywhere from $500 to $3,000 to get a contract reviewed when Legalshield will review that contract as a part of your subscription?
That's really beneficial. I know there's a lot of people who have been gypped out of money that they would have made had they had that proper information or had that proper review, because you can put in a word in a contract and the normal person wouldn't understand the terminology and just sign it and sign their life away. But it's good to know that Legalshield can not only review it but explain it to you.
Let me
Speeding
say
ticket.
one other thing too.
Okay.
That every contract that's written is written by an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference being whoever paid for that is the person that is actually being benefited by it. So when their attorney presents you with your contract, then your attorney review that contract to also make sure that it is in the best interest of you.
Yeah. Which is good, because you don't want to just have one side reviewing it, because I believe that attorney is going to say whatever is in the best interest for their client.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, and this is probably something I should have known a long time ago. This service would have helped me out in my life a long time ago. But let's talk about speeding tickets. I just discovered that my car that I thought was a normal regular car was a sports car, and my insurance is in the heavens right now, and it's mainly because in the past I had speeding tickets. How do you all cover that?
Okay, we don't fix tickets, but what we do, we try to make sure that you don't get points on your record. And if you don't get points on your record, your insurance don't go up. Well, I had two kids and a husband that drove like a kid. And my foot is not exactly light either. But the deal is, we've used this more than anything. And we paid tickets because they were moved to non-moving violation, kept it off our record. We've had dismissals because when you walk in a courtroom with an attorney, the attorneys always go first.
Yeah.
We've had deferred adjudication. We've had everything known to man when it comes to speeding tickets. But I was coming on the road, coming from 20, and there's a speed trap on that road. And so I got pulled over. I took a picture of the ticket, uploaded it to the law firm, put the court date on it, and they called me back within 4 to 6 to 8 hours to talk about the disposition of the ticket. Well, you have to keep in mind when the attorneys are negotiating and talking to people, they're talking to the district or the county you receive the ticket in.
Right.
So when he brought me back my findings, I said, "What? I didn't kill anybody. I was speeding." That particular judge in that county, because of the speed trap, they wanted me to pay the ticket, not as a moving violation. They wanted me to be on deferred adjudication for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And they wanted me to take defensive driving. Well, back then I was young and I was flipped. So I said, I'm not doing all that. That's crazy. So I decided to just pay the ticket outright. For 3 years, my insurance was more than $100 more a month.
Oh, wow.
Because you have to keep in mind that I had 2 kids, a husband, and myself. And even though we were keeping the tickets off our record, I was paying more for car insurance than I was paying for my mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And so that one little flip decision cost me thousands of dollars. So it is so important for you. And then the next judge might tell you something like, okay, case dismissed. So you don't know what the situation is, but you want to roll with the situation that's going to keep those points off your driver's record.
Definitely. How has COVID affected you financially? I know at the top of this in March of last year, businesses completely shut down, having to furlough employees or just having to shut doors completely. How has COVID affected you?
Well, what COVID has done for our company is there are so many people at home. Before, people were at work and everybody was running around, and a lot of people didn't get to hear about Legalshield and all the different things that it had to offer.
Mm-hmm.
So now, when you call somebody, they're at home, and even though they're furloughed and some of them drawing unemployment, they realize that this service is valuable. It's valuable because if you have rent and you get behind, what should you do? It's valuable if you have a mortgage, what should you do? It's valuable because what is the rule about unemployment? It's valuable for so many things. Who would have ever thought that the church doors would be closed?
Yeah.
So we are living in a time that there are so many different things that's happening that we can use the advice of an attorney.
Yeah.
And because of that, my personal business have increased, and I have been able to help other people get a part-time, spare time income like I have.
Right. So how can people go about learning about actually joining the business to actually represent the company as you do?
Well, you call Diane Clines at 214-881-5225, or you go to the website dsclines.com. Phone number is 214-881-5225. Website DS, last name Clines, CLINES.com.
That's what's up, everybody. Once again, in case you all are just joining us, it's your boy Taz, and you are watching the Intro Dallas live on social media, whether it's Facebook or YouTube or our Intro Dallas Facebook page. We definitely appreciate you guys for watching. I'm joined with Miss Diane Clines. We are talking about Legalshield. This company gives you access to an attorney 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ranging from a speeding ticket to your clothes being messed up in the cleaners. They cover, and we encourage you guys to definitely inquire more about this service. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see that we have our contact information down there. And like I say, I would highly encourage, because we are living in a day and time. I just watched a video a couple days ago where another man was beat just for jaywalking. And it's senseless. And I believe that you have a comfort with this service in knowing that if you feel like your life is in danger, you can have access to an attorney who will be there with you every step of the way. Let me ask you this for all the business owners that watch this. Do you all handle audits and all of the things from the IRS?
We handle we handle Schedule C of your business return if you are a business owner. If you're personal, we give you some pointers.
Okay.
But for the business people in the world, we have a plan for you that would meet your particular business need. So we allow you to decide what it is you need. And once you do that from the analysis, that determines what kind of plan you will need. We also have, say that you own a business and you have 4 or 5 employees. We have a group plan that is a discount for 4 or 5 or 100 or however many employees that you have. So we have a full service
Good.
organization here that could cover any and everybody. We also do something that's very important. Uh, we cover about 85 to 90% of the situations, probably during our regular subscription. But in case you have something like a major divorce that everybody is arguing about, then we give you a 25% off. If your father or mother or somebody have left you all of this land and all this information, we give you 25% off.
Mm-hmm.
So the good thing about it is you will always have access. Even if there is a criminal case, we will give you 25% off. And say that you are part of a lawsuit or something, attorneys take anywhere from 40 to 60%. You will also get a discounted rate there as well. So you get your 25% off, which is a major difference.
Yes, yes.
It
Uh,
is truly a major difference.
Last question before we go. Who does this plan cover as opposed to my household?
Okay, great question. It covers you, your spouse, or significant other, and I always laugh and say not both. Your kids up to the age
Ah,
of 26 that lives at home and never been married. Uh, say you are taking care of a child because you adopted it or something like that up to the age of 18, and any physical, mentally handicapped child for life as long as that child is in your home. Let me say this one last thing. We cover identity theft, and everybody, Ford magazine said that we were the number 1 person in identity theft protection. Guys, we cover anything that's important to you. And more importantly than that, I haven't told you any prices. Our prices range from 25 to $75 on, according to where your budget fits and what your needs are. And yes, I tell you, my homeowner's insurance go up, my car insurance go up, but this legal plan, it stays the same. And where can you get that many people covered in one household for that small amount of money?
yeah.
So I encourage you to think about it because you save money just merely for being able to have information. And I'm gonna tell you, I like to end with this story. My girlfriend, she was thinking her back was hurting, and she had this mattress, and so she was looking at it, and it was kind of warped. So she saw the sign on the mattress that said 10-year warranty. So she called the store, and they told her the manufacturer. So someone came out, looked at the mattress, and they said they were going to report it back. The lady called her back from the manufacturer, no, from the store, and she said, ma'am, we do cover mattresses for 10 years, but your mattress is not damaged enough. And she said, what are you talking about? It's a 10-year warranty. And the lady said, well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but we will not be replacing your mattress. So she said, okay, well, let me consult with my attorney and I'll get back with you. So the lady, I'm sure, was sure that, she didn't have an attorney, but she called her law firm. She punched the button, she tapped the app. She got told someone there, and the attorney called her back. And he told her to ask this lady 4 questions. She called the lady back and said, "My attorney informed me that I need these particular uh, information from you." So the lady took the questions and she said she'll call her back. In a couple hours, she called her back and she said, "Well, we're going to make an exception this time. We're going to get you a new mattress." It is power in having access to attorneys. It is power to have a peace of mind when you know that you have someone to call and consult, because the laws change every minute. There's someone down there that is changing laws.
Yeah.
We can't possibly keep up with all of that. But isn't it powerful to be able to tap the app and get your attorney on the line to answer those questions to help you make a more informed decision?
Yes. Well, again, everybody, it's your boy Taz. You're watching the Intro Dallas live edition. I'm joined with Miss Diane Clines of Legalshield. For more information about her service, as you can see below in the streaming, you could email her at dsclines@aol.com, or you can go to her website at dsclines.com, and we will be sure to make sure that her info is on our website also. So for that, you can go to www.ilovethespotlight.com, and you can click on the banner that says Legalshield, which will take you directly to that website. Ms. Clines, we appreciate you for being a part of the show. Is there anything else you would like to say before we go?
Well, thank you so much for inviting me, and prayerfully everyone would take a look and make a wise decision.
I agree. Everybody, it's your boy Taz. We'll probably be back a little later with some news, and we'll probably be replaying this also. So do me a favor, like this video and follow us so that you know when we're going live, so you can be kept up to date with everything that Spotlight Media, Spotlight Radio, the Intro Dallas, everything that we're doing. We appreciate you guys, and we out. Holla at y'all later.